Antarctica, a continent of ice, snow, and howling winds. Most people think of scorching sand dunes when they hear the word desert, but Antarctica, a land of ice and snow, holds the title of the world's largest desert. This might seem strange at first. How can a place covered in ice be a desert? The answer lies in the amount of precipitation. Deserts are defined by their dryness, not their temperature. Antarctica receives less than 200 millimeters of precipitation annually. This is far less than the Sahara Desert. The interior of Antarctica is even drier. Some areas have seen no precipitation for millions of years. Imagine a place where it has not rained or snowed for that long. Truly remarkable. Deserts are diverse landscapes. They are not all scorching hot and covered in sand dunes. A desert is defined by its lack of precipitation. The amount of rainfall a region receives determines whether it is classified as a desert. Deserts receive less than 10 inches, 250 millimeters of precipitation per year. This lack of rainfall has a profound impact on the environment. Deserts often have extreme temperatures. They can be scorching hot during the day and freezing cold at night. This is because the lack of moisture in the air and soil means there is little to moderate the temperature. Deserts are found on every continent. They cover about 1/3 of the Earth's land surface. Antarctica experiences a polar climate. It is one of the coldest and windiest places on Earth. Temperatures in Antarctica can plummet to extreme lows. The average winter temperature is -76 degrees Fahrenheit, -60 degrees Celsius. The lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth was -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit, -89.2 degrees Celsius. This record-breaking temperature was measured at Vostok Station in Antarctica. The continent is also incredibly windy. Winds can reach speeds of over 200 miles per hour, 320 kilometers per hour. The air in Antarctica is extremely dry. This is because cold air holds less moisture than warm air. The combination of low temperatures and dry air means that very little precipitation falls in Antarctica. When it does snow, the snow does not melt. It accumulates over time, forming the massive ice sheets that cover the continent. Antarctica is covered by two massive ice sheets. These are the East Antarctic Ice Sheet and the West Antarctic Ice Sheet. Together, these ice sheets hold about 90% of the world's fresh water. The East Antarctic Ice Sheet is the largest ice sheet on Earth. It is so large that it covers an area greater than the United States and Mexico combined. The ice sheet is also incredibly thick. In some places, the ice is over 3 miles, 4.8 kilometers deep. The West Antarctic Ice Sheet is smaller than the East Antarctic Ice Sheet. It is also more vulnerable to melting. This is because much of the West Antarctic Ice Sheet sits on bedrock that is below sea level. As temperatures rise, warm ocean water is melting the ice sheet from below. Despite being covered in ice, Antarctica is a desert. The interior of the continent, particularly the East Antarctic Plateau, receives very little precipitation. In fact, some areas of the East Antarctic Plateau receive less precipitation than the Sahara Desert. Section 5. Life in the freezer. Adapting to extremes. Antarctica may seem like a barren wasteland, but it is home to a surprising array of life forms. These organisms have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive the extreme cold, dryness, and lack of sunlight. Penguins are perhaps the most iconic animals of Antarctica. They are well suited to life in the water and on land. Their wings have evolved into flippers, and they use these flippers to fly through the water. Seals are another group of marine mammals that thrive in Antarctic waters. They have a thick layer of blubber that insulates them from the cold. Whales also visit Antarctic waters to feed on krill. Krill are tiny crustaceans that are a vital part of the Antarctic food web. Seabirds, such as albatrosses and petrels, breed on the islands around Antarctica. They travel thousands of miles in search of food. Section 6. The fragile balance climate change in Antarctica. Antarctica is a sensitive environment. It is being affected by climate change. The Antarctic Peninsula, which juts out into warmer waters, has experienced some of the fastest warming rates on Earth. This warming is causing glaciers to melt at an alarming rate. As the ice melts, it contributes to rising sea levels. This has serious implications for coastal communities around the world. Climate change is also affecting the distribution and abundance of Antarctic wildlife. For example, Krill populations have declined in some areas. This is due to changes in sea ice cover. These changes have ripple effects throughout the food web. Section 7. Exploring the frozen continent. Research and discovery. Antarctica has been a focus of scientific research for decades. Scientists from around the world travel to Antarctica to study its unique environment and learn more about our planet. Antarctica is a natural laboratory for studying climate change. The ice sheets contain a record of past climate conditions. By drilling ice cores, scientists can reconstruct Earth's climate history. Antarctica is also an ideal location for astronomical observations. The clear skies and lack of light pollution provide excellent viewing conditions. Scientists are studying a variety of topics in Antarctica. These include glaciology, marine biology, and atmospheric science. Section 8. Protecting Antarctica, the Antarctic Treaty and Global Cooperation. Antarctica is a continent dedicated to peace and science. The Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959, ensures that Antarctica is used for peaceful purposes only. The treaty prohibits military activity, mining and nuclear testing. It also promotes international scientific cooperation. The Antarctic Treaty is a remarkable achievement in international diplomacy. It demonstrates that nations can work together to protect a shared global commons. The treaty has been successful in preserving Antarctica as a pristine environment. However, climate change poses a significant threat to the continent. Section 9. A frozen desert, a global concern. Antarctica is a land of extremes. It is the coldest, windiest and driest continent on Earth. Despite its icy exterior, it is classified as a desert due to its low precipitation. Antarctica is a unique and fragile environment. It plays a vital role in regulating the global climate system. The melting of Antarctic ice sheets is contributing to rising sea levels. This has serious implications for coastal communities around the world. It is essential that we take action to mitigate climate change and protect this frozen desert for future generations.